in the run-up to the Provincial Council polls. Let's take a look at one of the latest stories in the PC polls. Che?
That's right, Stephanie. While the Asri Jayaseko charges that the education sector in the northwestern province has collapsed, the former Chief Minister of the province, Atula Wijayasinghe, notes that his contribution in the field of education can be identified by the sensible public.
Education in the province has fallen from the 2nd to the 8th place. The teachers are scolded at when they meet the Chief Minister. The principals are referred to as executioners. What I want to do is to ensure that our teachers receive their due respect. Aligning politics and the teaching profession or the state service is not what is necessary. We need to allow them to act freely. We need to take education in this district to this level.
මුළු වයමම ඇවිදලා බැලුවොත් සිහි බුද්ධිය තියෙන මිනිස්සුන්ට
If you walk around the province, any sensible person will be able to understand that we have developed education. As the Minister of Education for the province, I spearheaded this initiative. When I took up office, education in the province was in the 5th or 6th position. We were able to raise it to number 2. However, some people ramble on asking what I did for education. There is a teacher transfer policy in the northwestern province. Teachers who score points according to this are given transfers. However much we express this, they don't listen. They keep on coming to meet us. Then we had to order them to stay. Because of this, some people are saying that we blame our teachers.
එහෙම කියාපු දෙයට සමහරු කියනවා අපි ගුරුවරුන්ට බැන්නායි.
The leader of the Janaseta Peramuna, Venerable Battaramulla Sila Latana Thera, convened a media briefing today.
I would like to state that we are prepared to work on behalf of the people without speaking of the 13th Amendment or its land and police powers. There are numerous political parties, but what have they done for you? We have no family issues. The only family issue that we have is the one faced by all of you. Everything we receive to solve this issue will be distributed equally amongst the Tamil, Sinhalese and Muslim people.
Now, as mentioned in our headlines this evening, Minister of Public Administration and Home Affairs WDJ Seniviratna says that clashes between UPFA candidates contesting the elections is an unpleasant sight.
මේ මෙතුවන ව්‍යාපාරය අපි බොහොම සාධාරණ ප්‍රජාතන්ත්‍රවාදීව ගෙනියන්නට ඕන. මේ මෙතුවන ව්‍යාපාරය.
We need to ensure that election activities are carried out in a fair and democratic manner. One of the most unpleasant things that we witness are not the fights between parties, but fights that arise within a party. We have experienced this. Even I have experienced this personally in my own district. Due to this, our own image gets tarnished. No one needs to create any trouble. There is no need for this. I witnessed a major tussle within the district during the last election campaign.
අවශ්‍ය විදියට අනිත් අයට යටින් කැපිලි ආරෙන් මේ අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. මොකද ගිය පාර මට පෙවුණා මම ලොකු උනන්දුවක් ආරම්භයට වඩා අවසාන වෙනකොට මේ දිස්ත්‍රික්කය තුල ඇති වුණා.
The minister made this statement during a media briefing following the opening of a UPFA election office in the Matale district.
President Mahinda Rajapaksa says it was because the country was able to win the war of terrorism that all sectors, including the indigenous community, are able to protect their identity.
The President also noted that the rights of the indigenous community can only be protected by letting them live freely instead of turning them into showpieces. Today's ceremony also saw the handing over of title deeds to the indigenous community as well as identity cards that would assist them in continuing with their traditional livelihoods. A two-part biography on the indigenous community was presented to the President. A token of appreciation was also presented to President Mahinda Rajapaksa by the leader of the indigenous community, Uruvarige Vanilathan, to signify the head of state's contribution towards protecting the indigenous community's rights.
Let's now take a look at the newspaper cartoon of the day. Over the past 3 days, News First highlighted hardships faced by the people of Galkadavala in a village located on the borders of Nuwara that lacked an electricity supply. Now, News First Joel Otskun continues the coverage on the plight of the people in Galkadavala.
Cattle for transport. The mode of transportation that was used in the distant past was difficult, yet it was commonly used. Are animals still used to transport goods?
This is the main transportation mode used by the area residents of Galkadavala to transport their goods. These innocent animals carry goods for about 40 to 50 kilometers or even more. So this crucial lifestyle and these innocent people, although this is a developed country, still use these animals to transport their goods to earn a living.
The villagers transport their goods on cows. Cattle is the only mode available for these villagers to transport their essentials for harvesting and even transport their harvest. The weight loaded on a single cow is nearly 50 kilograms.
Where I load the house onto the cows and take it to the destination, I am paid 1/10 of it. We have to climb a hill of 1.5 to 2 kilometers. The cows are tired when they reach the hilltop. We feel sorry for them. Help us by constructing a road. Then we can stop these cows from suffering.
In return for the use of these cows to transport goods, there is no exchange of money. But the barter system is still in place, where goods are exchanged. The rural village of Galkadavala has no proper road network, with only a concrete road located on the outskirts of the village. This is the only bus available for the entire village.
A CTB bus comes to take the children to school. If that bus breaks down, the authorities say there is no other bus to send.
If the road is made and given to us, we can transport our crop by hiring a lorry. If a bus is provided for the school children, we can buy our children a season ticket and send them to school.
We will bring you yet another episode from the Galkadavala village, focusing on the people's main livelihood, which is farming, and a discussion with the chairman of the Pradeshya Sabha in Walapana tomorrow. Joel Otskun, News First.
First up on BIS First tonight, the Pathfinder Economic Flash states that establishing free ports in bonded areas will create transformative opportunities.
That's right. The foundation also notes that a necessary condition should be introduced to increase demand-driven skill development programs and create an environment for talented Sri Lankans to engage in emerging service industries.
Infrastructure-based or logistic-based services, providing services to the other countries in the region and other international players seems to be the way forward in the medium and long term, especially in the ports and related industries, aviation and related services, ICT and tourism related services will be the key driver of the export expansion of this country in the next 10 to 20 years to come.
Today's U-Report is filed by U-Reporter Vijay Singh Valikanda from Kurunegala. Take a look.
An accident occurred at the Yantam-Palava junction in Kurunegala when a driver of a motor vehicle fell asleep at the wheel and collided with a three-wheeler. A stall was damaged as a result of this. The driver of the three-wheeler was admitted to the Kurunegala General Hospital for treatment.
U-Reporter Vijay Singh Valikanda, Kurunegala City.
In some cricket news, the fourth Ashes Test between Australia and England is currently underway at Chester Lee Street in Riverside.
Winning the toss, England opted to take first release off the wicket. Skipper Alastair Cook and Joe Root commenced the innings for the English. Root's stay at the crease was limited to just 16 runs as he was undone by Shane Watson. Jonathan Trott then arrived at the crease and together with Cook they put on a second wicket stand of 73 runs. Trott, who was on the verge of scoring yet another half-century, was dismissed by Nathan Lyon for 49 runs. Undeterred, Alastair Cook went on to score his 32nd Test half-century. A short while ago, England were 188 for the loss of 5 wickets.
It's the wicket. No third. Really have to grind in this series.
With that, we wrap up Primetime News. I'm Stephanie Lazarus.
And I'm Sharon Silva. Have a great weekend ahead.
Hotline 0114-896-896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.